down and don't curve your back. Okay. Possible, fold your legs, or you can put your leg down with the support at the bottom. Nothing, no part of the body should be moving. Okay. Still. And first exhale. Deep exhalation. Not. Then make a sound so that all the air is expelled. Then first, just focus on the breath. Don't focus on anything else. On the breath. Am I doing proper inhalation first, then proper retention, then proper exhalation? Very simple process, and keep it very simple. No need to complicate. Honestly, you won't go to the internet or some charlatans, different type of breathing, not required. Simple breathing. Inhale. So the technique is, the more you inhale, the more you can exhale, provided you can retain most of the air within you. So this is a technique. Slowly you learn. I'll teach you more as you go forward. So do at least 4 times. Just observe the breath, nothing else. You should be able to feel the breath getting inside to the nostrils. And inside. So your stomach will come out. To exercise control even while exhalation. Slowly you should exhale, slowly your stomach will go in and proper part will push come out. Okay, like that. Do 4 times. Then make sure that any part of the body has got any pain. Focus on that, focus the mind on that. Deep breathing. And then focus on the mind. So I think by now when you come to the mind is either focusing on what is the next inhalation or exhalation or holding. Purakam, kumbhakam, vechakam. Or when you start observing the mind, there is no thought, absolutely no thought. Actually, when you hold the breath, actually you will enjoy extreme peace for that period of time, actually, because there is no action, neither inhalation, no exhalation. And only thought is, I am existing and observing the mind. So, when the mind is fairly still, then raise your thought, supreme Ishvara Tattvam, Brahma Tattvam, which is the cause of all causes. Karananam Karanam. It is the cause of the entire universe, from which universe emerges, sustained and dissolved. So when you look at the vastness of the universe, your own existence as an individual becomes very insignificant. So when you identify yourself with same principle as Ishvara Tattvam, that is Brahma Tattvam, pure consciousness, anything that happens around you related to your physical body, mind, stress, emotions, anxiety, tension, problems, no longer be a cause of concern. And if your dhyanam is not helping you remove stress, remove anxiety, tension, worries, problems and all, then maybe something is wrong in the practice. You have to go back, do your karma yoga properly, improve your lifestyle. Tahara viharasi yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Tatra swapnavabodhascha yogo bhavati dukkha. So, the Dhyana Yoga will remove all the problems only if your lifestyle is organized. As I say, many of these meditation crash courses, they don't teach you properly. Learn wrongly, unlearn. Unlearning is very difficult. Unlearn that and make sure you learn the right way as Bhagavan has taught. And now slowly, you rub your 2 middle fingers, apply a certain amount of small heat to form on the eyelid and slowly open the eyes. So, it should be a very nice experience. Whenever you find time in the morning or even evening, make sure you practice this regularly. Rajasagar son, you're understanding? Pranav, understanding? You able to follow? Very good. Excellent. Good. Now, so start the class. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Sullikoti Samaprabha Kuru Medeva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shajevavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Mande Guru Paramparam Pratismati Puranana Malayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankara Acharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakato Bande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Guru Ratmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaja Dakshinamurte Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Om. All of you chant Em Brahma loudly. Em Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimyai Stamaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopaniஷதைர் Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Ram Ram Subbu, can you see the shloka you chanted just now? Dhyana vasthita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yoginaha. That yogi, Dhyana yogi, was got jnanam pashyanti. When? Dhyana vasthita tadgatena manasa. See, today you can really experience the meaning of this Dhyana shloka. How long it has taken? Naveen Venkatramani, correct? Dhyana vasthita, dhyana avasthita, tat gatena manasa pashyanti yam yoginaha. That is the shloka you all chanted. Okay. Om Sri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Now the 6 shlokas. Om Sri Ganesha Namaha. Sri Saraswati Namaha. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatma Bhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhaswata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Dhyanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham Nashitamatmanaha Tesham Aditya Vajnanam Prakashayati Tatparam Yathaidhamsi Samidhoknihi Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna Jnanagni Sarvakarmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha Kamasankalpa Varjitaha Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam Tamahu Panditam Buddhaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Shashtodhyayaha Dhyana Yogaha Om Narayanah Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam
Andasyantasmi me lokaha saptadvipa cha medini. Om. Understand? 27 is over or to be done? Anybody can confirm? 26 to be done. Okay, let us all chant 26 together. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Yato Yato Nischarati Manaschanchalamasthiram Tatas Tato Niyamyetad Atmanyeva Vasham Nayet. Together again. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Yato Yato Nischarati Manaschanchalamasthiram Tatastato Niyamyetad Atmanyeva Vasham Nayet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ardam Swagatam Harti. Welcome to the next session on the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Dhyana Yoga. All of you, please understand that Dhyana Yoga, Dhyanam, what you all call meditation, is also not correct, but anyway, it used for the sake of understanding. Krishnayas Pravadam. Dhyanam that is taught by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita has got a prerequisite of Jnanam. Before that, Chitta Shuddhi. Before that, Karma Yoga. Before that, Karma. Don't have this following 4 steps prepared properly. The Dhyanam, that is the real Dhyanam as per Shastras, will not be fruitful. So you can put all the other meditation where they need to be put. You know? Now you see, Bhagavan knows the practical problems that come during Dhyanam. So where are we? Go to your ebook now. We are in Shloka number 27, and 27 is still part of Dhyana Swarupam and Dhyana Phalam. Means what? When you are doing Dhyanam, if there are certain things that are disturbing, then our Dhyanam is not right. And so whatever Dhyana Swarupam, the nature of Dhyanam, that you will be experiencing will not work out correctly. Please understand. So Bhagavan is saying here in this sloka, by nature the mind is fickle. Yes or no? Is it easy to control the mind? Nah. Just by sitting in one place, closing your eyes. Manase, relax, please. Will it relax? It will go into more tension. That is why the proper way of correct. No, not possible at all. Correct. No possibility. So the right way to relax, now write down all the steps. If you all want to relax the mind and make the mind calm and not make it fickle-minded, follow the following steps. Write down now. First, engage the mind with or without force in the right activity. We have understood a lot of Sattva Gunam in all our understanding in the morning classes. Attend the morning, Saturday, Sunday morning, India time classes. Very, very important lifestyle management. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogaha, Daivasura Sambandha Vibhaga Yogaha, Shraddhatra Vibhaga Yogaha, all those things you have analyzed. The impact of Tamas, Rajas and Sattvam on the mind. So, try and engage the mind in Satkarma, Sadvishayam, Satchintana, Satsangam. I keep saying again and again, and continue to practice this for a long period of time, as much as possible. First thing, that's all you can do. Okay. Then the mind will start developing some strength. Today our mind is very weak, very fickle. The mind to get strength, all these are required. Do your karma properly, karma yoga, all this properly. Then what will happen? Automatically the mind will have something to hold on to. Please understand, the mind always wants to hold on to something. So it will drop the unnecessary things. First it will drop the worries, drop other unnecessary deviations. Whenever you see your mind has deviated, it is because something else has caught hold of your mind. Yes or no? Radhika Mukund? Analyze. Sometimes just go back and recognize what was the cause for your mind to have been deviated. And again, Brahmavidam. ஏதாவது ஒரு பிசாச்சி வந்து பிடிச்சுட்டு மைண்ட தியாயத்தோ விஷயான் பும்சா சங்கஸ்தேஷு உபஜாயதே சங்காத் சஞ்சாயதே காமஹா காமாத் क्रोधोभिजायते क्लियरा ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सम विषयानंदम शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंधम will enter the mind and then it will take the mind away. What is the first thing you should do? Seshadri sir, nip it in the bud, cut off that. You already know that it is taking you away from the right path, so immediately cut off that thought and engage in something that is positive, that is sattvic. Clear? First step, you do that. Then what happens? Automatically, the mind will let go other thought and focus on this. So are you not very clear in this 1 hour class when you are spending 4 times a week? Is mind deviating anyway in any directions? Madhu Harish? But is it true after the class, Ekagra Chittam is there or not? You tell me. Let us be frank. Unless you are frank and trying to analyze properly, we will not be able to find solutions. What, Roshan Kumar? Am I right or wrong? Guru Arpan sir is driving somewhere. Careful drive பண்ணுங்க. I'm seeing he's sitting on the back side. Okay, okay. Not at all focus. Correct, Roshan Kumar. Perfect. So that is why at least 3 times a day, sit down and do all the rituals I told you. Not simple, at least 10-15 minutes. Sandhyakalam, very auspicious, Kiran Goparaju. Nowadays, many of you are working from home. So it's very easy. Exactly. When you're doing something during Sandhyakalam, it is very beneficial. Do that. So the mind will develop a lot of positive vibrations and you'll always focus on right things, good things. For example, Brahman sir went and investigated. Sadeva Somya Idam Agra Asi. That means what? After the class is sitting and revising the lesson, going back to the text, looking at where is the mantra, what is the problem there, is finding out all that. Then the mind will start focusing on positive things, right things, shastric studies, divine things, and slowly all the negativity will go away and the fickleness will go away. What is a fickle mind? Fickle mind is something that is unstable. Even in that mind that is fickle, LV sir, it will not focus on one thing. You go from one thing to another thing. Famous thing is people are watching TV. Correct? Vrunda madam. People don't even focus on one channel. Keep on changing every 2 minutes. That means what? Even then, even that deviation itself, so many changes. See, that is the problem. So nothing to worry. It's very easy. First is engage the mind properly. You cannot just say mind is not like like some pet animal you can put in a den and close the door and say be there. You cannot do like that. Mind always wants to travel, right? Even when you're here, your mind is in America. Sundar Mama, think about daughter in US, what she's doing. From Coimbatore, the mind has gone to America already. How fast it travels, you see? Like that. So engage. When you're doing dhyanam, you tell me, when I give you the instructions and you follow the instructions and focus the mind, is the mind deviating? Tell me. Frankly, you're doing no practical session we are doing. No chance, I'm telling you, when you're doing the retention of breath and focusing on the breath, mind becomes very still, absolutely. So please understand. So then what happens? Mind is, focused, being positive. Then you start practicing with a calm mind this particular meditation or dhyanam I'm teaching. Don't do in a very disturbed mind. I'm very disturbed. That's it for dhyanam. No. Please understand, mind should be relaxed. So go back and revise all the things. Vigattabhihi. Remember some word Bhagavan used? Without any anxiety. There should be no anxiety or tension. For what? Something called as antaranga sadhana, bahiranga sadhana. Later I will read selected portions of Acharya Shankara Bhashyam. It's all there part of Bhashyam. What is antaranga sadhana, bahiranga sadhana? Acharya has given introduction to Dhyana Yoga. I'll read out those portions. What is bahiranga sadhana? What is forgotten, all gone. What is antaranga sadhana? Just before sitting for dhyanam, what should be your state of mind? What should be your physical posture? Everything, right? vigatabhi, no anxiety. Clear? Then what happens? Then focus and do as per the instruction. Definitely, when you are doing under guidance, your mind is sort of okay, right? Yes or no? Can you at least 10 people say? You are doing my guided dhyanam, you are able to make the mind a bit stable, right? Okay, fine. All of you are agreeing. Now, Bhagavan is saying when you do independently, this mind will go back to its nature. Fickle mind. Correct? Yes or no? Because there is nobody helping you. You are independent now. Swatantriyam, you all want independence, right? Don't want any ashrayam. There's no ashrayam for the mind. So this fickle and unsteady mind will start wandering. Instead of focusing on what you wanted to do, it will start wandering. Yes or no? Let's wander or not? Tell me. You sit down and close your eyes, wander, correct? Note down as per our Shastras. Next, come back to Shastras, because all of you have learned many things the wrong way by going to all these crash courses. Dhyanam is recommended for Grihastha only for 5 minutes a day. Please understand. For a Grihastha who is hurry-burry life, I'm not talking about retired people like Seshadri sir and all, very relaxed. Other people who are always busy, either in working or household activities, continuously next activity. 5-minute proper focused dhyanam is more than enough. And that has been integrated in our Shastras wonderfully as part of any japam you do. Correct? Simple. See, even Vishnu Sahasranamam, they are converted into a japam. Sahasranama jape viniyogaha. Are you chanting that portion? And then you say dhyanam. What is the dhyana shloka for Sahasranamam? You all should know. Kshirodhanvat pradeshe shushimani vilasat saikate motvikanam. One day I'll take the meaning for this particular shloka. What does the Shastra say? Converting Sahasranamam to Japam. Before starting chanting, close your eyes. You should have by now memorized the Dhyana Shlokam. And the mind should go over the meaning and create a physical form of Mahavishnu as described in that shloka. How to control the fickle mind? So, Kshirodhanvat Pradeshe. So, in a milky ocean, as we say, Bhagavan, Mahavishnu is sleeping. From there we start. Lot of things will come. I'll explain one day. The mind is made to focus on Bhagavan for about 5 minutes. Correct? And again, if you learn Japa Vidhanam, different gods. For every god, there is a particular Japam. Mantram is there. And before you chant the mantra, Dhyanam is there. Anybody has taken proper mantra diksha correctly, systematically from a learned person traditionally? So when you do Subramanya Japam, before that you're supposed to do Dhyanam. Sindura Arunamindu Kanti Badanam Keyurahara Divyera Bharanen Vibhushitatam Swargari Sokya Pradam Amboja Bhajakti Kukutadaram Raktankurako Jvalam Subramanyam Upasmahe Pranamatam Sarvartha Siddhi Pradham Ishtartha Siddhi Pradam. When you learn this shloka, memorize it, understand the meaning, chant it properly, visualize that Bhagavan in your mind, the mind will lose its fickle nature. Techniques are given traditionally. You don't want to follow anything traditional. You want to go for meditation, inner engineering, NRS, art form, something. And no, they don't know anything. Let me tell you, in the morning class I told, if you don't have a goal for dhyanam, that dhyanam will become shunyam. Please understand. It can also have negative effect. Also very powerful. I told you, dhyanam is the highest sadhana. Do it wrongly, it will become negative. So, mind by nature will be fickle. There are techniques given clearly. But even then, we are not very disciplined because of a lot of problems, right? From morning to night, we run around doing so many things. Correct? So many things. Office pressure, family pressure, Satish Nishal. Our Paragala, family Ella Chanai, Nodkonda, tension Kadme, Mukana Godagata. Ella Serigitra tension, otherwise, so much tension at home, other places. So what happens? When the mind is trying to be calmed down, all the tension comes. So slowly. First thing is what? Nothing in the world is going to happen in spite of anything. That you understand. Slowly withdraw the mind from all these things. Shane shanehi. So Bhagavan says the fickle mind by nature will run away from the point of focus. So in dhyanam, there should be a focus. Dhyanam in Bhagavad Gita, the focus is Atman, Atma Dhyanam, through Jnanam. If you are doing what? Japa Vidhanam, Japam on God, then the God is the focus. If you are now doing some meditation, Dhyanam or a Deepam, then the lamp is the focus. So that is the point of focus. What is the definition of fickle mind? When the mind runs away from the object of meditation, object of Dhyanam. So mind by nature is fickle and so it will run away. Nah, mind has got legs and hands. How does it run? Nah, Srini Swami just goes away, right? Can you believe? It runs away. Then what is it? Means the mind is unsteady. The fickle, unsteady mind will not be able to focus. Then what you should do, Bhagavan is saying, you should then control the mind and withdraw it from the objects and focus it back on the Atman. In this particular Dhyanam, Bhagavan is teaching what is the focus? Ken should bring it back to the point of focus, as I told you. That is the reason I am teaching you techniques. First, raise your mind to supreme principle. What? 𝐒𝐴𝐷𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐚 nijayante, supreme principle. After that, you know that there is a supreme principle which is creating, sustaining, dissolving the universe. That means what? Immediately all the Vaibhavam is taken out of the equation. Then what is the nature of supreme being? Pure consciousness. Shuddha Chaitanyam, beyond name form. And then you also know by Atma Jnanam that you are also pure consciousness. You unite with the supreme reality. You are the supreme reality. Everything else is what? Unreal. Yes or no? See? How is the world being projected? Very, very similar, Seshadri sir, to the picture being projected on a screen. Satish Ore, yochane madi. Suppose you are going to a theater. There is no screen. At the other end, imagine the wall is open. No screen, no wall, nothing. Any amount of effort the fellow is putting, that light is coming, the reel is going. Can you see the picture? Tell me, Madhuvarish, tell me. If the screen is not there, will the picture come? Similarly, without Brahma Tattvam, nothing can emerge, nothing can be retained, nothing can be dissolved. It is exactly like picture. Pranav, our understanding? Picture comes, is there for some time and goes away, correct? Like that, entire universe is coming, existing, and going away. Modern picture is a good example for all of you. So understand that. So there is a number of techniques to get the mind back into the point of focus. As I told you, observe the mind. When you observe the mind, the thoughts will vanish. The fickleness can be removed. Bhagavan says, you should be able to withdraw the mind from the objects are distracting you. Something will start taking your mind away, bring it back to the focus. That's why you should have a clear focus for dhyanam. That's why before sitting for dhyanam, you should be very clear, confident that I'm going to do dhyanam. This is the process. This is what are the steps I'm going to follow. These are the techniques I'm going to use. All that should be clear before sitting for dhyanam. You not just sit down, close your eyes. You become more and more angry. I tell you. Correct? I mean me. Just even if you're not doing dhyanam, just relax, observe the breath. That is enough. Even that is okay. Don't go in a mood or trying to fight. This is not fighting at all. You're not trying to refine yourself, reform yourself. This is with you. If you're doing anything, you want to hurt yourself if you do it wrongly. Clear? But steps are simple or not so far. What you have learned practically? You just need to repeat it systematically and remove all the wrong understanding, wrong things you got from wrong people. SOP for Dhyanam. Guru Swami, very good. Why don't you make that small booklet? Very good. Now, let us see whether this is what Bhagavan is saying. I'm telling like a story so that you understand exactly what Bhagavan is saying. Let's do Peetadipati and see. Yataha. Yato yato becomes yataha yataha. Nischarati. Manaha. Chanchalam asthiram. Wonderful definition for manaha. Bhagavan has given. You don't need to go anywhere. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. Manaha chanchalam asthiram. It is not thiram. It is asthiram. Tataha tataha. Yataha yataha. Tataha tataha. Nischal artha agtadiya? Niyamya. Etat atmani. Atmani vibhakti. Venkat Sitaraman. Atmani eva vasham nayet. Very good. The word nayet is very nice. I'll explain to you further when you go to the word. Now look at the anvaya. Nayet. Etat chanchalam asthiram manaha vasham atmani eva niyamya tataha tataha yataha yataha nischarati. 14. Clear? Now, the word nayet. The word nayet is a directorial word. That means what? You should do something. Na Arvinda. Na, we should also do something, right? Everything you not leave it to Bhagavan. Na, again. Bhagavan sab dekhta hai. He's seeing everything, so he'll take care of everything. Na, you cannot leave your dhyanam also to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the focus of dhyanam. So we also should put some effort, no? Let us put 5%. Bhagavan will put 95%. Na. It's actually, greater contribution is Bhagavan only, but we should put that 5%. Say, I will not even put any effort, everything. Bhagavan only should enter my mind. Bhagavan only should control. Bhagavan only should direct. I will sit like this, na, will be like that only. Nah. Shankaracharya in one of the Bhashyam, Narundandapani says, Bhagavan is everywhere. Why doesn't he make me right? Why doesn't he make me good? He should give everything to me. Nah, some people argue like this. If Bhagavan is there, arguing, no? Then let him set right everything for me. This one though, mere argument. He says, or gives wonderful example. He says, in a very cold place, like in Siberia, in Kiran Goparaju, which is the coldest place, Antarctica, I've been there. No, Arctic region, I've been, not Antarctica, Arctic region, I've been there. Polar circle, no, minus 25 degrees centigrade. Nah, you're shivering. You have no source of heat. At a distance, there is a huge bonfire. Nah, 𝐒𝐵𝐢 sir. Why don't you say, let the fire make me hot here itself? You will not go near the fire, but the fire should warm you. Is it possible? You go there, no. You go near the fire. That fire will warm you and you will survive. Otherwise, what will happen? What will happen? You will die of the winter cold. Like that, Bhagavan is everywhere. Your mind has to be drawn towards Bhagavan. Are you getting my point? You understood now today, Shastram? You draw your mind towards Bhagavan, then the grace will come automatically. If you don't draw your mind to Bhagavan, there will be no grace. So, Nayet, something we have to do, our responsibility. Nayet means one should bring back. You should lead the mind. Actually, Nayati means leading. Your higher mind should lead the mind back. For many of the people, you do Upanayanam. Upanayanam, Samskaram, you do, no? Many of you not camera on. Venkataraman, Vinod, Chetan Sharma, Sheetal Rathor, all of you on cameras. Upanayanam means what? Upa, near. Nayanam, Nayati. Leads the young boy, Upa, near the teacher, near the Vedas. That is the Upanayana Samskaram. You understand today? What is Upanayanam? Upanayati iti Upanayanam. That ceremony is very, there's a significance. It is only all the rituals you do. What is the real goal? Introduce the boy and take the boy near to the Guru for learning Vedas. Here the Guru can be father also. And again, Father gives the Brahmopadesham to boy. Or else you send the boy to Veda Pathashala Gurukul. That's Upanayati. You understood now? Nayati means what? Lead. That's how it is a community. That is called Nayaks. You heard Nayaks? Nayaks are warriors, leaders. They lead the army. One word you take, 100 interpretations. Then, Ram Ram Subbu, Shastra Mahima. Nayet. Nayet means what? One should bring back, one should lead the mind back. That means you should be in the front and lead the mind. That means what? You cannot say at the back, go, go, go. Nah, there are some people, no? Porukku pindiko, pandiki mundiko. That means what? When there is a war, they'll all go to the backside. When there is food, first row, immediately will come. Should not be like that. You should be leading the mind. Take it away from unwanted things. So what? First step is Nayet. I need to do Anvaya, no? Nayet. Etat is the Anvaya or Nayet etat Chanchalam Asthiram Manaha Vasham Atmani Eva Niyamya Tataha Tataha Yataha Yataha Nischarati. I think Anvaya is over, no? PVA team. Correct? First is Nayet. That means what? Bring back, lead it back. Lead what? Acha Bhagavan is actually smiling and saying, Etat chanchalam asthiram manaha. Etat, this. What? Chanchalam, fickle. Chalam means what? Movement. Chanchalam means continuously moving. Fickle. There's no support. Nah. So, this fickle, one. Asthiram, unsteady. Look at two problems. Again, two problem. One always wants to move. Sorry, let it move and hold on to something. No. They are also unsteady. Asthiram. Sthiram na something is steady. Asthiram is unsteady. Two facets of mind. Write down. Chanchalam, asthiram. Sankalpakam, vikalpatmakam manaha. 1 second it decides to focus on something. Next second it changes the focus. Correct? Right or wrong? Like that. It goes on changing also. So, etat, this fickle, unsteady, asthiram manaha. So, what you should lead? So, the mind is going like this. So, you should lead the mind, which is fickle and unsteady. What you do? Vasham atmani eva. Your Atmani refers to the individual, the person. As I told you, Atma, man, means the individual person also. Vasham. So, the mind that is going away, which is unsteady, fickle, should be moved, led, and what? Vasham. You should bring under the control Atmani eva. So, by what? Control of oneself. Should be under your control. The mind cannot control what you are doing. Nah. Manam pona pokkile pogalama. This is a statement in Tamil. You cannot go according to the mind. Who should lead? Mind should lead you or you should lead the mind? Ram, can you tell me? What is happening generally? We are leading the mind or mind is leading us? Normally mind is leading us. Mind is saying do that, we are doing. We should be telling the mind what to think also. That is where your higher intellect is working. So, under the control of oneself, Vasham Atmani eva. Definitely only under your control. Please bring it under your control. First step. So, it's a directorial thing. You should do this thing. Sir, I don't know how to do, sir. Bhagavan is saying how to do. Niyamya, by restraining. By restraining what? Tataha, tataha, from those objects. Means what? As I told you, you cannot say, mind, don't think about it. It will not do that. You have to use a higher divine sattvic object or entity or principle or activity. Then only you will drop that unwanted negative object. Correct? So you direct your mind away from the distracting object. Tataha, tataha, from those objects. Yataha, yataha, due to which nischarati. See, nischarati, supply mind, the mind that goes out. Nischarati means which goes out. Charati. Charati means what? That to travels. Nischarati is going outside. See, the mind can travel two ways. Guru Swami. It can travel inward. It can also travel outward. So nischarati means that which travels outside. That mind which travels inside is called what? Aikshatu pratyagatmanam aikshatu avritta chakshuhu. That which is focused inward. Today our mind is going outward, nischarati. Clear? Huh? Very important. Nischar is a very important term. Okay. Now, what is the technique now? So, first part of the sloka says that Bhagavan is directing you. He's saying you have to bring back. That means one should bring back what this fickle and unsteady mind under the control of oneself. So, this is the goal. Then what is the process? First of all, you should restrain your mind from thinking about the unwanted distracting objects. Is it possible? Can you tell the mind, don't think, it will not do. So use a better, superior entity, object, activity, anything, and take the mind away from the distracting object. Clear? Nah. And then slowly, that's why I said first, when I teach you dhyanam, what do you say? I'm not saying immediately go and think about Bhagavan, think your Atman, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, will it happen? Enga Tattvamasi, enga Brahmasmi, unme liye, enga. So I say first only observe the breath. It means what? All the focus only on the breath. When you're sitting idle, are you focusing on the breath? You tell me. When there's nothing to do, how many of you just focusing on the breath? From today you practice. Sitting idle, nothing to do, just focus. We are not even breathing properly. Are we doing proper inhalation, retention, exhalation? No, we are not doing. The more and more you do proper breathing, the more you'll be relaxed. The more the length of the entire cycle of inhalation, retention, exhalation is there, the longer you will live. Na, Radhakrishnan sir? What is that? For every person, this number of breaths is also written. What is the technique to live long? Sehadri sir, if one breath, what I am doing in 10 seconds, we take 1 minute. I multiply by life by 10 times. You know that? It's a technique. So, deep breathing is very good technique. So, I'm telling you, focus on that and slowly then raise your thought, observe the mind and then go. So, that's the process. So, how to do? Restraining from those objects which are cause for distraction, due to which the mind is going away. Nischarati. Clear? Very important shloka. Memorize that. Yeah, slow down the breath also. Chant shloka number 26. Yat Sri Bhagavan Uvacha yato nischarati manaschanchalamasthiram tatastato niyamyedadatmanyeva vasham nayet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Next shloka. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha prashantamanasam hyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutamakalmasham. Who's standing? Saudamani.
Prashantamanasam hyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutamakalmasham.
Very good. Excellent. So, chant together. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha prashantamanasam hyenam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutamakalmasham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. What is this section of Dhyana Yoga focusing on? Anybody? Dhyana Swarupam and Dhyana Phalam. This sloka corresponds to Dhyana Phalam. What is the benefit? Sir, why should I do all these things, sir? You're saying get up in the morning at 5:30, 5 o'clock, sit down like this, close your eyes, do all these things, pranayama. Why should I do all these things? The benefit that you're going to get, Bhagavan is saying in this sloka. What is the benefit? So, Bhagavan says, Supreme Ananda, Sukhamatyantikam yattat. Bhagavan told, no? Supreme Anandam. Why I am calling it Anandam and not Sukham? Anybody? Sukham comes from Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandham. Whereas this is independent of any Vishayam. You remember? Atindriyam, Buddhigrahya Atindriyam. So Supreme Ananda comes indeed to this Dhyana yogi who has got Jnanam. So qualify that. If you're not experiencing supreme happiness, supreme Anandam during Dhyanam, and it is not percolating further, should not be after the Dhyanam getting angry, shouting, no, what is this? Boss, I had to go to no office now. Boss, no, going to no, make me life miserable. All that you start thinking, then Dhyanam is of no use. Please understand. Dhyanam will then make your mind so calm. What? So what? No, Guru Arpan sir? From what to so what to what next? Part of life. Nothing will be a problem. Don't lose your peace of mind. Clear, You know what is the greatest wealth you got? More than Kohinoor diamond? Is your peace of mind. Please understand. For some small thing, you are giving away what? $1 billion. What? Pranav, you don't know what is $1 billion, right? You will know how many zeros are there. Such a big amount you are giving away easily to somebody. Just because somebody told something. This person told. This person doesn't love me. I thought person is loving me. No, God. What? Paramanandam is there within you. You give it up for all small, silly things. So please understand, when you practice Dhyanam consistently, nothing in the world can disturb you. And so during Dhyanam, the person experiences without any disturbance. As part of life, no, that life will be 1%, something will be there somewhere, 99% will be Anandam. Supreme Anandam dwells indeed in the mind of the yogi. Here yogi is what? Dhyana yogi plus Jnana yogi. When, write down 1, 2, 3. From the mind of the yogi, which is free from impurities. That means what? During Dhyanam, you are somehow washing the mind. What? You're putting washing powder. No, you cannot put washing powder to the mind. You have to do proper technique we are doing. Well, doing Dhyanam, you are able to do. But after Dhyanam, the mind goes back to old state by proper practice of all the other rituals, everything you are doing, karma yoga, upasana, study of shastras, being satsang, guru shushusha, all those things, the mind by now becomes second nature. Free from impurities becomes natural. Earlier, what? Full of impurities was our nature earlier. Correct? Free from kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsaryam. So, free from impurities. 1, 2. From that mind in which the agitations are subsided. What? Agitation, right? Something goes into the mind, agitates us. Yes or no? Can we say a person who has been 90 years old, let us imagine somebody 90 years old, very healthy, all settled down, he has got one, even a great grandson also person has got. You think the person's mind is not agitated? You tell me. We think, this person will be extremely peaceful. He's lived 90 plus years, everything is okay. You go and ask the person, this son is like that, this grandson is like that, I tell him he's not listening. He'll give the biggest list for you, yes or no? Correct? The part of Subramanian sir, I told, Bhalastavat Krida Saktaha. Asaktaha na? He goes and catches. Tarunastavat Taruni Sakta. Ask all the young boys, young girls. What is Asakta? What is catching hold in the mind? Correct? So, sir. Vruddhastavat Chinta Saktaha. Old age, all blabbering. Parame Brahmani Kopi na Sakta. Nobody wants to think about Param Brahma Tattvam. Like that, something will catch you. So another criteria is no agitation. That means what? When you know everything in the world is ephemeral, not permanent, no value. Brahman is the highest value. How can anything agitate you? No agitations. 2. 3. Whose mind is totally tranquil, tranquility, quietude. The mind has achieved extreme quietude and tranquility. And finally, fourth point, this person has become one with Brahman. Pathingla? By jnanam. So, dhyanam, as per Shastras, as per Gita, requires knowledge of Brahman, Brahmajnani, Atmajnani. And what does Brahmajnanam, Atmajnanam say? Brahmajnani is not different from Brahman. Write down. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmaiva san Brahmapyeti. You want to have a Upanishad mantra, write down. I'm not saying not manufactured, not engineering, no creation, Ravi Bhutarjanan, no art creation, nothing here. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad mantra, I write down. Natasya pranaha utkramanti. Brahmaiva san Brahmapyeti. This is the Upanishad mantra, Veda mantra. Can somebody locate? Why don't you have chat GPT? Rajasagar. Ask chat GPT, AI technique. Some AI person went and met came to India also, met some people who don't know AI will talk AI. That's the problem. Enna, Ellie sir? Correct? Put it and find out. Natasya pranaha utkramanti brahmaiva san brahmapyeti. That means what? For a brahmajnani, is a write down Upanishad mantra. Sanskrit possible. Na tasya pranaha utkramanti brahmaiva san brahmapyeti. In a customer Meenakshi, not so easy. Brihadaranyaka is very difficult. 4, 4, 6. Meenakshi, very nice, excellent. Nothing la, no gas, no inner engineering, no creation here. Everything is Upanishad mantra only. That means what? For a brahmajnani, none of the indriyas travel. The mind does not travel. Very beautiful subject. One day I'll take what happens after death. What happens after death for a normal person? What happens after death for a person who is involved in karma? What happens to the person after death for a person involved only in upasana? What happens to the person after death for a person who is a brahmajnani? Correct? 4 categories. What are they? Pranav? No karma at all. Only worldly money. That this problem is running around that. Second is only karma, chanting. No guna, no bhavana, getting angry, saying everything always. One set of people are there. Then what? Doing only upasana. Doing Sri Vidya upasana, that upasana, this upasana, that this. Standing upside down, all those. What happens to that person? Also miserable. According to Mandukya Karika, Upasaka is the most miserable person. Gaudapada is very, very unhappy. What happens to Jnani, Brahmajnani? After the physical body goes away. Natasya pratasya, for that person who is in Brahmajnanam, pranahana utkramanti. Prana means all the indriya shaktis. Okay, all the indriyas, normally, write down. When a person dies, subtle form, the energy principle in each of the indriyas, sense organs, reaches the source. For example, the source of energy for the eyes is sun. So your energy from the eye, the subtle energy, will go and merge with the sun. Then they'll come back. All that will come back in the next birth. It's a beautiful process. I'll explain to you one day. Anyway, it's all based on Upanishads. For the Brahmajnani, natasya pranaha utkramanti brahmaiva san. The person has attained what? Brahmajnani here and now in this life. Jivan muktaha brahmaiva san brahmapyeti. Only merges with Brahman. Already he was Brahman. Now without this, what? It's called what? Videha mukti. Jivan mukta becomes videha mukta. Clear? So Bhagavan is saying these 4 things are literally possible for a Brahmajnani who practices dhyanam continuously. What a beautiful shloka. So does it not mean that we should focus on dhyanam properly? 2 things. Brahmajnanam and dhyanam now. What? Like 2 wheels of a chariot. What is the shloka? Pranav start by hearting all the Subhashita. Yatha ekena chakrena ratham yasyana gatir bhavet. Evam purushakarena vinadaivam na siddhyati. Sometime back I told you all these things, no? Should all memorize one Subhashita a week at least, not everything at least one day. Yatha ekena chakrena, just like a chariot cannot move with 1 wheel. Ratham yasyana gatir bhavet. Chariot cannot move. 𝐿𝐿, similarly, Purushakarena, only with self-effort, Vina Daivam na siddhyati, without God's grace is not possible. So both the two things are required. Your effort, God's grace. So Bhagavan emphasized what? Your effort in the last sloka, 26. And 27, when you follow dhyanam properly, Atmak dhyanam, you get all the benefits. What a beautiful sloka. Just get the meaning. Okay? Sri Bhagavan uvacha prashantamanasam henam yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutamakalmasham Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. What a beautiful sloka. Every word brings calmness to the mind. Yes or no? Prashanta Manasam, Sukhamuttamam, Shanta Rajasam, Brahma Bhutam, Akalmasham. Ah, what a beautiful sloka. Padavibhaga. That's why you should do Padavibhaga. Catch hold of the words. Prashanta Manasam. One word. Prashanta Manasam Hi. Enam. You all should know Enam. Somewhere Enam came. Nah, second chapter. Enam. Tamil people will like Enam a lot. Still ladies, because you need Enam for cooking. Correct? In Tamil, Enam means vessel. Not Bhagavan is not saying vessel here. So, Prashanta Manasam Hi Enam Yoginam Sukham Uttamam Upaiti Shanta Rajasam Brahma Bhutam Akalmasham. How many words? Very good. 10. Now look at the Anvaya. Uttamam Sukham. So, in Sukham also there are 3 levels. Manda Sukham, Madhyama Sukham, Uttama Sukham. Alpa Sukham, Madhyama Sukham, Paramanandam. Are you getting the point? What is Alpa Sukham? Jilebi, Bhaji, Bonda, all those things. Correct? Mysore Pak. Uttamam Sukham. Upaiti. Upaiti is one padam. Sandhi was Upayeti. Sandhi Vibhagam. Upaiti. One word only. Uttamam Sukham Upaiti. Hi Enam Yoginam. Now the criteria. Bhagavan first gives the result. Then he says, these things should know, you should fulfill these conditions. Then only that Uttamam Sukham, what are they? Akalmasham, Shanta Rajasam, Prashanta Manasam, Brahma Bhutam. Are you getting? 2 parts of sloka. The first part is what is the result of proper dhyanam? Provided. They say no? Provided should be added. Anmay, you got PVA team? Now let us see the meaning. When you know the meaning, it will make you really energetic. Uttamam Sukham. So please understand, there is a quality attached to happiness. That happiness that comes and goes, Bhagavan is going to say, if happiness just comes and goes, can you call it happiness? It's not permanent happiness, correct? That is why we say only Jnanam Pratyaksha Satphalam Paroksha Asatphalam Karma Jnanam Pratyaksha Satphalam Jnanameva Bhyaset Tasmat Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. All young boys, like all these things. And you know that Jnanam is ultimate. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, the Jnanam is important criteria before doing Dhyanam or understanding. The Dhyanam in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan teaches as per Shastras, presupposes Jnanam. What is presupposes? Starting condition. Okay, clear? Uttamam Sukham. What is the phalam? You get supreme Anandam, Atyantikam, Sukham Atyantikam. Once you are established in this, you know there is nothing greater than this. This is the greatest thing you can get. One. Upaiti. Automatically comes. Upayeti. It comes and enters you. That's what it means. Upayeti means what? Comes near you and becomes part of you. Comes. So, Supreme Ananda dawns. You can say dawns. Means what? It emerges. It comes automatically. Where? He enam yoginam. He indeed, verily, enam yoginam, to this dhyana yogi who has got jnanam. So Supreme Ananda dawns in the mind of this Supreme Yogi who has got dhyanam and jnanam together, provided what conditions apply. What are they? You cannot claim to be some yogi just by keeping yogi name. You cannot be yogi. Please understand that. For being a proper yogi, you need 4 criteria. What are they? 1, akalmasham. The mind has to be free from impurities. What are the impurities I told you? Anybody quickly? Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsaryam. That means what? Kamam. You know the meaning, right? Write down this, go and do revision. Kamam, krodham, lobham, moham, madam, matsaryam. All these things are totally removed from the mind. Akalmasham. Kalmasham means impurities. Akalmasham, bereft of impurities. 1, 2. So the mind that is free from impurities is good. But is it enough? Lakshmi? What is important? Second level is Shanta Rajasam. That means what? Now you understand what is Rajogunam? Rajogunam is something the mind is always agitated. Shanta Rajasam. Shanta means what? Subdued. All the agitations. Rajogunam is totally subsided, established in Sattva, Uttama Sattvam, almost Trigunatitam. So established in Sattvam, Shanta Rajasam. Clear? Second criteria. Whose agitations have subsided. No agitations. Subsided means what? Absolutely zero. No agitation in the mind. 2, 3. Prashanta Manasam. Whose mind is totally tranquil. Prasannam. Prashantam. You say, no? When you worship Ganesha, Prasanna Vadanam Dhyaye. So the beautiful figure, face of Ganesha, if you think what? Always Prashantam, Prasannam. So Prashanta Manasam. Mind is totally tranquil. Prashantam, write down. Shantam, Prakarshena Shantam. Shantam means achieved peace. Prashanta means really tranquil, supreme peace. Understand that. Mind is totally peaceful, tranquil, total quietude. Third, and this mind has understood Atma Jnanam, Brahma Bhutam. And this yogi has become one with Brahman. Clear? What is the mantra I told you just now? Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. Brahmaiva san Brahma Pieti. And so for the mind that has merged in Brahman, so the Brahma Jnani is Sakshat Brahman himself or herself. Clear? Now you understand what is the phalam of dhyanam? Chant this sloka and we will end the class. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Prashantamanasam Henam Yoginam Sukhamuttamam Upaiti Shantarajasam Brahmabhutama Kalmasham Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Who is chanting Shankara Stotra and then Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam? Who is chanting today? Very good, Pranav. Okay, what are you going to chant?
Hari Om Guruji. Namaskaram Guruji. I will be chanting Sri Lakshmi Narsima Pancharatnam by Sri Adi Shankaracharya.
Very good, very good. Please go ahead. Wonderful.
Gurubhyo Namaha. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tvat Prabhu Jiva Priyamichasi Chet Narahari Pujam Kuru Satatam Pratibimbalankriti Dhriti Kushalaha Bimbalankriti Matanute Cheto Bhringa Brahmasi Vratha Bhavamarubhumau Virasayam Bhaja Bhaja Lakshmi Narasimhanaka Padasarasi Jamakarandam Shuktau Rajata Pratibhajata Kathakadyartha Samartha Chet Dukkhamayite Samsrutiresha Nivratidane Nipunasyat Cheto Bhringa Brahmasi Vratha Bhavamarubhumau Virasayam Bhaja Bhaja Lakshmi Narasimhanagha Padasarasi Jamakarandam Akriti Samyat Shamali Kusume Sthalanalinatva Brahmamakarohu गन्धरसाविह किमु विद्येते विफलं ब्राह्म्यसि वृषविरसेऽस्मिन् चेतो भृङ्गभ्रमसि वृथा भवमरुभूमौ विरसायां भज भज लक्ष्मी नरसिंहानघ पदसरसिजमकरन्दं स्रक्चन्दनवनितादीन् विषयान् सुखदान् मत्वा तत्र विहरसे गन्धपलीलसदृशाननुतेमि भोगानन्तरदुःखकृतस्युः चेतो भृङ्गभ्रमसि वृथा भवमरुभूमौ विरसायां भज भज लक्ष्मी नरसिंहानघ पदसरसिजमकरन्दं तव हितमेकं वचनं वक्षे शृणु सुखकामौ यदि सततं स्वप्ने दृष्टं सकलं हि मृषा जाग्रति च स्मर तद्वदिति चेतो भृङ्गभ्रमसि वृथा भवमरुभूमौ विरसायां भज भज लक्ष्मी नरसिंहानघ पदसरसिजमकरन्दम् इति श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंह पंचरत्नम संपूर्णम.
Very nice, excellent chanting, beautiful. Really, you know, actually, Rajasagar, the present where you are like this shloka very much. Keep chanting every now and then. Bhaja Bhaja Lakshmi Narasimhanaga. Very nice, excellent chanting, and very powerful also. Huh? All of you, please learn this shloka. Very nice. Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. Huh? Very nice. Next. Very good. Who is going to chant Gita? Today is the last set for the present first round of Gita Samvatsara. Who is chanting Gita?
Namaskar, Guruji.
Who is chanting?
Namaste, Guruji.
Okay, please stand. Very good.
Sri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtadashodhyayah Moksha Sannyasa Yogaha. Shloka 71 to 78. Shraddhavananasuyascha Shrunuyadapi yo naraha sopi muktah shubham lokan prapnuyat punya karmanam kachideta shrutam partha tvayaiकाग्रेण चेतसा कच्चिदज्ञानसम्मोहः प्रणष्टस्ते धनञ्जय. अर्जुन उवाच नष्टो मोहस्मृतिर्लब्धा त्वत्प्रसादान्मयाच्युत स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः करिष्ये वचनं तव. संजय उवाच इत्यहं वासुदेवस्य पार्थस्य च महात्मनः संवादमिमम श्रौषम् उद्भूतं रोमहर्षणम्. व्यासप्रसादाच्छ्रुतवान् इमं गुह्यतमं परम् योगं योगेश्वरात् कृष्णात् साक्षात् कथयतः स्वयं. राजन् संस्मृत्य संवादमिममद्भुतम् केशवार्जुनयोः पुण्यं हृष्यामि च मुहुर्मुहुः. संस्मृत्य रूपमत्यद्भुतं हरेः विस्मयो मे महान्त्राजन् हृष्यामि च पुनः पुनः. यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णः यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिः ध्रुवान्नीतिर्मतिर्मम. ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे मोक्षसंन्यासयोगो नाम अष्टादशोऽध्यायः सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Excellent. Hari Om Tat Sat. So Saudamani has got the blessings of Bhagavan to complete the chanting of Bhagavad Gita first round. Somebody was supposed to chant as usual indisciplined. People don't have any dedication. So great opportunity for Saudamani Madam. Excellent. So we have completed now one full round of chanting of Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. Samvatsara means what? Year. Entire year you should chant Gita. We are doing it so wonderfully. Excellent chanting. So all of you read lucky. All of you attend all the classes, chanted all the slokas. Imagine you finish one round of chanting. From tomorrow morning, second round will start. Hopefully, I keep repeating, whoever is supposed to come, be disciplined, come and chant. It is for your benefit, not for anybody else. And once again, thanks to all the volunteers who organized this. Very diligently catching hold of somebody at least last minute and making them chant. Very good. So practice slowly all this dhyanam, at least in the 4 classes first. Get disciplined, then you go and try and do dhyanam independently. Make sure your life is well regulated before you start practicing dhyanam. Don't be very agitated mind and go to dhyanam. It will not give you benefit. Clear? Make sure all the key steps you take care. This is in the class and come back within 12 hours for continuing and completing 17th chapter. We'll be entering 18th chapter. Very important. So all of you who is not attending the morning class, Saturday, Sunday morning India, please come and attend. Most important chapter, the best for the last. I mean, Bhagavan has kept Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavantu Satyayeta. Hari Om Narayana.